And finally, the changing face and fortunes of a Dundee community have been captured on an award-winning film. Tenants living in the Lochee High rises are charting the area's revival on camera. They want to make the district a better place to live for present and future generations.
In the summer of 2010, after years of uncertainty, Dundee City Council decided not to demolish the 11 remaining multi-storey blocks. Instead, they set up an improvement team that would focus on the investment and management issues of the blocks. The tenants were invited to work with Dundee Council in identifying long-lasting solutions. In doing so, they became inspired to make a film that would chart their involvement in the regeneration of their buildings. The film highlighted the problems and changes required in order for the project to be successful. The tenants involved became the Phoenix Tenants Association. Their film went on to win the prestigious Francis Nelson Award in 2011. In 2012, Dundee City Council and its partner British Gas secured £5 million investment for external insulation and district heating. A further £1.5 million was committed for kitchen and bathroom upgrades for 4 of the Lochee blocks. This film revisits the progress of these improvements and how the tenants view their involvement 12 months on. Thresea Capon became involved when the Phoenix Tenants Association was formed and has since become chairperson.
When we got the award, it was nerve-wracking to go up in front of all those people. But they all seemed positive, and I think all of them initially had the same outcome to everything. They all wanted change in their areas, and they'd all gone about it in different ways.
I'm so delighted for them for winning the award, and it's especially important for me because it's the Francis Nelson Award, and I worked with Francis for many, many years. She taught me a lot in terms of tenant participation, about what it really means. Working together like this and understanding each other's perspective and point of view means that we'll get the best solution for everybody in partnership.
This is the landing that went on fire. That's what that... No, this landing went on fire as well.
The board have put on it and they've sealed around it.
Yeah. To become the chair was quite a shock. I didn't think I could do it. You learn to adapt, I suppose, in a way, and put priorities first. It's very tricky sometimes to do it. Because the other members of the group are slightly older, they're, in a way, I respect my elders, and sometimes I think it's wrong to maybe call them out on something. But I do it anyway, and hopefully I've been doing fine. Meeting different members of the council. Sometimes I'm nervous when I go into these places, and then I start to ease when I realise that there truly are just people as well. Initially when we moved here, I'd already heard negative feedback about the area being very dangerous, keeping myself to myself, that there was a lot of people that were undesirable to speak to, so therefore I kind of isolated myself in the house. And when I first started getting out, I started to meet people in the area, and it changed my perspective.
Security within the blocks is really, really important. People want to feel safe in their homes, they want to feel safe going to and from their homes. We've already taken some early action by putting in some additional nighttime security, and we have taken the opportunity to put in infrastructure which will support the introduction of closed-circuit television systems with monitoring devices in the blocks in carrying out the modernisation work.
The council recognised the importance of helping tenants manage and maintain their tenancies.
Before I give you your keys, we have a multi-storey housing support team. Do you think you would be interested in any advice from them?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is it they do?
Yeah, they're there to assist tenants in their new tenancy, and they can give you advice on sourcing and purchasing furniture, helping you apply for benefits, and help you with any debt inquiries that you might have.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Interested?
Yeah.
Would you like me to give them a phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Moving into a new home can be difficult. When new tenants sign the lease, the Housing Department sees this as an opportunity to remind them of the support and services available to them. 4 of the multis in Lochee are receiving external wall insulation. The insulation consists of a stone wool, which is pinned onto the walls and covered by 2 renders of silicone resin. The amount of insulation used could cover an area the size of 2 stadium football pitches, and once complete will save 100,000 tonnes of carbon over the lifetime of the buildings. Dundee City Council is working in partnership with British Gas and subcontractors ECL and McGill to carry out what's known as a design and build project. Given the scale of the investment taking place, site meetings with key personnel are held regularly to ensure the smooth running of the project and minimal disruption to tenants. Visits to other cities were organised to give staff and tenants an insight into how other communities have invested in their areas. This gave the tenants ideas in how they could improve their own facilities. As part of British Gas funding, £40,000 is being gifted to local residents to provide facilities that will benefit the wider community. Today, Phoenix are visiting Dalfield tenants who've also benefited from British Gas funding.
Their own community rooms, which were really good, and there were like events for the people there to include regular events, you know, in the buildings, you know, and that was that. I thought that was really impressive.
It's been done properly, and money's been spent now that really should have been when they were going up.
When we went to see the Dalfield group, they showed us what they're going to do with their legacy. They have a room that's full of excess wood, and it was hard to imagine what they were going to do.
Dalfield tenants decided they wanted somewhere they could socialise.
This is going to be the community space. As you can see, it's a bit of a mess at the moment. Still full of workmen stuff, and hopefully in the future, well, if you come back in the future, it'll be a lot better. Kitchen space is going to be up the top end around here. Toilets are going to be further down as well here.
For the Phoenix Association, it remains to be seen which ideas will prove to be the most popular with their tenants. Along with the external insulation, district heating systems are being installed into the buildings. CESP has been created as part of the government's Home Energy Saving Programme. That requires that gas and electricity suppliers deliver energy-saving measures to domestic consumers in low-income areas. The combination of increased insulation and an efficient heating system will result in tenants saving in excess of 30% on fuel bills. The heating's monitored using a state-of-the-art wireless metering system, which allows the residents complete flexibility in payment of their energy. As well as district heating, tenants will benefit from new kitchens and bathrooms. Each tenant is given a choice of worktops, colours, doors and vinyls. The tenants can have an input into the design of the kitchen to suit their individual needs.
I'm quite actually pleased with what's been going on with the new kitchens, bathrooms, heatings and the external cladding. There's a lot of people that have been going on about there's been a wee bit of disturbance, but you know, that's to be expected. You can't sort of make a normal without breaking any eggs.
For the tenants in this block, the disruption is over and the work is almost complete.
The work that they're doing on the house just now, I'm delighted with it. The 2, would you call them, joiners that was in here doing the work couldn't have had more patience in putting all my stuff back as it was. It's perfect. I mean, I've replaced everything, like my fridge, my freezer, my hob, my oven, everything's back as it was before. I mean, what's been done for me, I'm pleased with it.
Having addressed these physical improvements, the remaining challenge facing Dundee City Council is how they manage the social issues affecting these communities.
Projects like this are only successful because tenants are involved, and the more tenants we get involved, the more successful that we can be together. So I would certainly encourage tenants to come forward, all ages. We need to listen to your views and make sure that we get things right for you.
The thoughts for the future are to have a better structure of management in the buildings, to have the tenants group there if any problems crop up, or if things could be done better, we could have a say in how these are done, also that we'd like to think that there'd be lots of people happy to live here again and that the community would thrive better.
Well, Dundee as a city has been in decline for a good number of years, but now it's on the way up, and one of the ways that we bring it up is by regenerating areas like Lochee, like the hill town, foot of the hill town, the Alfield Multis, and also the waterfront. So it's a lot of public investment, a lot of money going in, but the idea is we make these places attractive places where people want to be, they want to live, they want to shop there, they want to work there, and we'll bring in business from outside as well. And of course the biggest thing that we're going to do is the Victoria and Albert Museum, which is going to attract visitors from all over the world. So the regeneration, it might start with a cold, drafty multi-flat in Lochee, and it might finish with the V&A Museum, but it's all part of one big vision.
Ask yourself this question: what could you do for your area? For your area, you could join the tenants group, be part of something worthwhile, and improve yourself, empower yourself.
Since the making of this film, Dundee City Council have now secured additional funding of £8 million to continue the improvements for a further 2 multi-stories.